Ranking all the revealed suits from LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. At 39, I have the 40 serial suit, not because it's bad, but just because it's boring and I think the cowl's way too aggressive. A new mold with a goofier ear shape would have been better. At 38, I have another glam metal Batman. I think the one from the LEGO Batman movie was better, and we don't have a full suit reveal yet. At 37, I have the cover suit. It's just a basic Batman suit. At 36, I have the LEGO Batman movie, just because it's about as exciting as the last one. At 35, I have the Red Rain suit, just because I feel like they did it better in LEGO Batman 3 with the longer ears and the cowl and cape being blue. At 34, I have the Dark Knight suit, just because I'm a huge fan of the 2014 design for him. I do not like the new cowl on this one. It doesn't fit this model at all. At 33, I have the Merry Little Batman suit. The design language for the Merry Little Batman special is wonky, and I don't think it translates well to LEGO at all. At 32, I have the Batflex suit, which is the same as the one used in LEGO DC Supervillains. At 31, I have triple question marks. I don't know where the suit comes from, but it looks pretty cool so far. At 30, I have the pirate suit, just because it's super goofy. At 29, I have the Batman 89 suit. What I really like about this is they did not use the new bucket head cowl, they went with the old one. At 28, I have the Begin suit. This one's pretty solid. At 27, I have the Batman Forever sonar suit. This one's also pretty solid. At 26 is the Grey Ghost. I think this is a cool inclusion, but it's not Batman. At 25, I have the BTAS suit. I really wish they would have just reused the one from LEGO DC Supervillains. At 24, I have the Gold Batman. This one's pretty cool. At 23, I have the Batman suit. This one's a good upgrade, and it's probably the main suit for the entire game. At 22, I have the Knight's End training suit. This one's a pretty good deep cut. This would be really fun to play as in training. At 21, I have the BVS armor. This is a great upgrade from their physical figure, and it'll be really fun to play as in-game. At 20, I have the George Clooney suit, and I would really love to get a custom of this figure. At 19, I have Gotham by Gaslight Batman. The shoulder attachment is just completely overdone. The rest of it looks very good. At 18, I have Batman Ninja. The shoulders and the mask are overdone on this one as well, but I think this one looks cooler. At 17, I have the Fortnite suit. This is a pretty solid suit. At 16, I have Batman 66. It's just not surprising. Of course they would put this in. Same with 15, the Rainbow Batman. Yeah, it's a weird suit. We know. At 14, I have the Night Fight suit, which is a really exciting, super recent inclusion that's designed very well. At 13, I have the NES suit. This is really weird, but I like it. At 12, I have the Batman Beyond suit. I can't put it any higher because it hasn't been fully revealed. At 11, I have the Arkham Knight suit. I love that they fixed the cowl from the physical figure. At 10, I have the First Appearance suit. It's a great figure that you can get in real life. At 9, I have the LEGO Batman 1 suit. I'm very happy that they included him. At 8, I have the Dark Knight Returns suit. I like that they made him minifigure scale instead of a big fig this time around. At number 7, I have the Matte Fraction suit. I would be so happy if they made this figure in real life. At 6, I have the Batman the Brave and the Bold suit. I love that they printed on the cowl for this one, and you can pre-order this one in real life from Whirlwind Customs right now. At number 5, I have the Arkham Asylum suit. I am so happy to see how LEGO translated this to their minifigures. At 4, I have the Zero Year suit. It's like the First Appearance suit, but it just has the sauce. Please somebody make this figure in real life. At number 3, I have the Zur-En-Arrh suit. This is a fantastic upgrade from the old SDCC figure. Please somebody make this in real life. At number 2, I have the classic 70s suit. I love the added detail, dual molded parts, and printing everywhere. Once again, I need it in real life. And in first place, number 1, Absolute Batman. This is my favorite one that they've revealed so far. It's the most exciting. It's my favorite design. And guess what? You can buy this in real life right now from Whirlwind Customs, and you could even bundle it with their Batman the Brave and the Bold suit. Thank you for watching. Like and follow for more LEGO Batman.